This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for May 16, 2023. And in the news this evening, dancehall artist Mad Dog 6, one of three found dead in Mount Zion. Mad Dog 6, a member of the popular Six clan, is the latest member of the dancehall industry to become a victim of gun violence. The emerging talent was one of three men whose bullet-riddled bodies were found by police a few days ago in Mount Zion, St. James. The DJ, who hails from Montego Bay, is best known for Temper Problem featuring Six Boss Squash, as well as efforts with Chronic Law, Shark Star, and Daddy One. A former member of the Six crew, top flight DJ Chronic Law, wrote a pungent tribute to Mad Dog 6 on Monday when news began to circulate on social media. Words nago ever can explain how this unpredictable world make me feel. If I never you, me get styling from jailhouse days. You push me music round the whole of Jamaica. Help me spread my wings in the road, Chronic Law wrote. The law boss concluded, it mashed me up where you're gone and we now go get to talk about some things. Life shake up, unpredictable. I just love brother, Mad Dog. Mad Dog 6 was one of three men whose bullet-riddled bodies were discovered by residents in the middle of a road in Mount Zion on May 13. Another victim has been identified as a popular footballer, Demar Bitter Doman, a former Receipts High footballer. Police investigators said that they were lured to the area and killed by individuals they went to meet. The bodies were then dumped in the middle of the road. One of the men was clad in green shorts and sported a low-cut hair, while the two others were wearing jeans shorts and sporting cornrow hairstyle. The death of the three men pushed the murder tally in the parish to 64 since the start of the year. At least 10 people have been killed in St. James in the last 6 days. Family seeks answers after Canadian woman dies while visiting husband in Jamaica. The family of a Canadian woman is seeking answers after her trip to Jamaica to visit her husband on their wedding anniversary ended tragically. Jada Pauline Whitehead, a 28-year-old school board employee from Toronto, Ontario, died in Shearers Heights in Portland Cottage, Clarendon on Saturday after a reported domestic dispute with her husband, a fisherman from the community. She had arrived in the island 2 weeks prior to her death. Whitehead's aunt Evelyn Fox told Canada's Global News that her niece had gone to Jamaica to celebrate her one-year wedding anniversary with her husband. Whitehead was only supposed to be in Jamaica for 2 weeks, but had extended her trip, the aunt said. Fox, who described her niece as a free spirit and a beautiful person, said the family is shocked at the tragic turn of events. She was just somebody that you love to have around you, Fox told Global News. Very, very beautiful person and very giving. So I guess we're all in shock. Police said that sometime last Friday, Whitehead and her husband reportedly had a dispute which got physical. It is alleged that a fan was thrown at the Canadian and her head slammed into a wall. Whitehead reportedly left the home and went to stay at her friend's house in the same community. While there, her friends reportedly advised her to visit the hospital. However, Whitehead expressed that she did not wish to go and refused to report the incident to the police. Police said that while at the house on Saturday, Whitehead went to sleep sometime after 3 p.m. Her friends observed that her head was swollen and tried to convince her to visit the doctor, but she refused. Further reports indicate that around 5:30 p.m., the friends returned home and discovered Whitehead lying in the same position they left her. They realized that she was not moving and reported the matter to the Lioneltown police station. The police responded and saw Whitehead's lifeless body lying face down on a bed. She was clad in a white t-shirt and blue short jeans pants. Swelling was observed on the face and the neck, and she had what appeared to be bloodstains on her hand. The body was transported to the Lioneltown Hospital, where Whitehead was confirmed dead. Whitehead's husband has since been taken into custody pending investigations. Meanwhile, Whitehead's aunt told Global News that the situation was difficult to grasp and that the family was anxious for answers. Manchester police hunt a suspect in break-ins and rape. The Manchester police are trying to identify a suspect in relation to a recent spate of break-ins and the 2 reported cases of rape in the Dunrobin and the Belvenue communities. Residents of the two communities have been on the edge since the incidents. The news spoke with Deputy Superintendent David Blake, Operations Officer for the Manchester Police Division, who said meetings have been held with some of the residents to reassure them of the presence of the police.
In respect to those two incidents, one in Dunrobin, the other in Balvenie, we have met with the residents and we are strategizing around identifying a suspect. So the investigations are in the very early stages and we are collecting evidence, forensic evidence, seeking to identify a suspect. But as it stands now, the immediate response of the police is to insert more patrol into the space, both marked police units and unmarked police units. And recently we have also launched our QR unit, Quick Response Unit, which is a similar outfit to what obtains in the corporate area and in sections of St. James. And this is with a view of ensuring that we can respond in a much shorter time to cause a service. So we are seeking to restore those that are dormant and to initiate some across the communities that are concerned. What we find happening is that in some of these communities, neighbors don't know neighbors and those kind of things. So as the police officers, we want to go in and we want to initiate a process where neighbors look out for each other.
St. Anne police report increase in murders. There has been an increase in murders in the St. Anne Police Division compared to last year, despite the statistics showing an overall reduction in crime. Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell, head of the St. Anne Police Division, said there has been a 27% reduction in criminal activity in the parish up to May 11. But SSP Powell admitted that reducing murders continues to be a challenge for the lawmen.
So 6 of the 7 categories we are seeing reduction. We are having some serious challenge as it relates to murders. And so since the start of this year, we are seeing some 25 murders when comparing to 16 for the corresponding period last year. We are showing an increase of 9 murders or 53% in that index. The challenge that we are having with the murders are domestic conflict-related situation. As a parish, we are not settling amicably our domestic concerns. So again, we're using the opportunity to advise the persons to use our dispute resolution centers or the restorative centers or the justice centers that are established across the parish.
States of emergency declared in Hanover, St. James, and Clarendon. In announcing the SOEs Tuesday morning, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said the recommendations for the security measure came in response to a surge in criminal activities within these parishes. The SOEs, which commenced immediately, will remain in place for an initial period of 14 days. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson said the Clarendon Police Division has recorded a 67% increase in murders and a 41% increase in shootings as at May 14 compared with the corresponding period last year. For the St. James Division, Commissioner Anderson said although there has been a 27% drop in murders, the parish still has the highest number of murders across all police divisions, with a total of 69 recorded up to Sunday. The police commissioner noted that the Hanover Division has recorded the greatest increase in murders, with a 75% rise as at May 14 compared with 2022. Meanwhile, Chief of Defense Staff of the Jamaica Defensive Force, Rear Admiral Antoinette Wims Gorman, said the JDF supports the recommendation for the declaration of a state of public emergency for Hanover, St. James, and Clarendon. National Security Minister Dr. Harris Chang is encouraging citizens to see the enhanced security measures as an opportunity to join the fight against the criminality. He said it is only by standing united that the war on guns, gunmen, and gangs will be won. Prime Minister Andrew Holness also urged the citizens to share information and to fully cooperate with the security forces. The state of public emergency enables the security forces, including members of the JDF, to conduct targeted operations aimed at disrupting and dismantling criminal gangs and their networks, as well as preventing serious crimes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.